Oh, look, look, look. My pineapple sage plant is blooming. Isn't that pretty? Yes, very pretty. You know, and my roses, sorry for the white DE on it. That's a Demacious earth, but keeps bugs down. They were eating my roses off before I could get to them, and I'm pretty on the ball when my roses bloom. Matter of fact, each morning I come out here as I pass it to go milk, and I'll cut them off. But I cut the roses off because I set them over here to dry because I do a lot of teas with my roses. Oh my goodness, when I open the rose jar, it smells so heavenly. It's awesome. And sorry, my table's a mess, but I was working in the garden yesterday when I was not feeling well, and neither was my daughter feeling. We were both really dizzy and lightheaded and I feel good today. I don't know what happened. There's a little red mustard growing there. I had some seeds over here I was sorting out. That's from my own seed from growing red mustard from this last spring. Right here. It's actually very pretty, but not really with my Christmas cactus, because I'll be taking my Christmas cactus back in the house pretty soon. But I just thought that was kind of good. This interesting. It's really good to eat. So I'll let that grow a little more, and then I'll probably just pull the whole thing out when I harvest it. Usually I just take leaves off and it'll grow new ones, but I don't want to keep that in that pot. Over here I have potted up a little Tulsi plant. I broke off a branch and rooted it and put it in water, and then it grew roots, and I planted it. And had another one that I gave to my daughter. She wanted one. So, but anyway, this is what I do with the roses. I am missing some stuff. Girls do what they gotta do. My daughter and granddaughters came yesterday, and they helped me with my goat pen. I'll show you that in a second. It was just us girls, and we couldn't put it together maybe the right way, but we used what we had and did what we could do, especially when we weren't feeling good. My teenage daughter did most of the hard work because my daughter is one of the hardest workers you've ever seen. That woman works hard as a man at times. I mean, she's always been that way. She's a very hard worker. This was all I could find. The metal pieces are missing and my wire cutters are missing, and I cannot figure out where they went. And let me talk to you about what I mean about the metal piece. Let's go out here. I'm out in the back pasture. This morning when I first walked out here, now you can't hear anything but barking dogs, but there was birds were just singing. You hear a little bit of the birds, I think. Okay, now we had the main cage set up, but I had got a top because I've got to cover the top. Okay, and they might be in the house, but the wire cutters aren't. I don't know what happened. Those are new wire cutters too. I can't seem to keep, actually they're tin cutters, but I cut wire. Okay, so they didn't fit because this top didn't seem to fit. I don't know if the cage was maybe put on a little backwards, like they were kind of metal pieces like this, but to add this top onto here, but it didn't fit right. So we just got wire and zip ties and put on there. You know, girls do what they got to do. And here we were, two of us dizzy and really sick feeling. We didn't know what was going on. My daughter was that way and I was that way. My granddaughter that's 16 didn't feel the best. Neither did the little one. We don't know what was going on, but the little one played, and my 16-year-old granddaughter was stronger and felt better than the two adults. So she did a lot of the hard work. I mean, my daughter helped carry this out here, though, and put it up on top. I'm so short, I helped on the corners where I could here and there, but girls do what they got to do. Now, I wanted to put these things on and then put some panels on the side, but my daughter just had to go home. She was just sick, and so was I. I had to go lay down. So I came out a few minutes later, and of course, the goat was chewing on this, trying to pull it off. So I went and got this panel off the little pin out front and just lightly put it there to keep the goat from trying to pull the panel off. And it looks really hokey, I guess, or whatever hokey means. But It really looks ridiculous sitting there, but it keeps the goat from chewing and pulling it off. Hopefully Saturday my son can get off from that job a little bit earlier, because his job during the week keeps him late and it's already dark by the time he gets off. But he has a different job on weekends, so I'm hoping he can come and help me put the main big tarp and cover all of this. This will just be a little extra protection underneath the main tarp. This is really nice material here. Looks better than the material on the top. But I thought it would kind of keep the wind down and give him a corner, because we went from triple digits to like 50s and 60s. And so they can kind of bed down here. I got to get some wood chips and lay down, but we're going to cover the whole thing with a heavy duty tarp that I have. And then I want to put the panels on the side to keep the goats from chewing on the heavy duty tarp. But girls do what they got to do until the guys can come help. And some women would say, that's horrible. We don't need any help from guys. Well, yeah, sometimes we do. I'm sorry, but the man's just a little bit stronger usually. I've known a couple women in my life that were probably strong as men, but they acted like men too. So, I mean, I'm not saying they were bad. They end up getting married eventually. It's just they were like really, really strong, but not all of us are that way. In general, most of us are not that strong. My daughter's pretty close to being strong. She's stronger than some men, but she's very feminine at the same time. She's just she's built big. She's tall and big woman. She's strong. She's beautiful too. But yeah, women do what they can do. And even two sick women. And there's the two little happy campers that we're doing so much work for. I've got to milk this morning. She's drying up, though. I'm not going to get milk much longer. I don't know if he's old enough to breed her, if he has bred her. He's shed out his baby fur pretty much now, though. He's looking really sleek. He did have a bunch of baby fur, and then it started getting really light colored, and I thought, ooh, what's wrong? But it was just his baby fur. So he shed that all out. My daughter came over. She noticed. She goes, wow, he shed that fur out, and it's really pretty underneath in the back. I don't know if you could have told from the camera. It was a different texture and very different right in here and in here. But he's got that all shed out now, and he looks nice and shiny. And I think he's just beautiful. I think he'll throw some pretty babies, I'm hoping. So she'll be dried up very quickly. I'll probably milk this morning, and then I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to, I'm kind of set up to milk this morning. I probably will. I really want the milk through the end of October, but I don't know if I'm going to continue getting any. So much for that. My daughter has goats, and she's showing me, she goes, talking about girls doing what they got to do. I would like to videotape that, but I don't know when I'm going to get over there. She has built out of pallets. She just took wood off some and put on the others and made solid sides. And she also made a floor for her goats, which we're going to do here. She's going to bring some pallets over, and we're going to build a floor to get them up off the ground. Girls can do quite a bit, let me tell you. It may not be the normal way. One guy was telling my daughter, he says, oh, that would drive me crazy. I have to measure and do everything this and that. You just stick it up there and go to work on it. And but it turns out in the end. So, when you're working with pallets, it's not going to be real precise anyway. But yeah, and then back to the goat's milk. Why I'm so insistent on wanting goat's milk is because years ago when my kids are little, like I've said before, I was never very strong, but I was really sick back then. And so we moved up into the mountains, and the goat's milk just nourished me and helped me get back to health. Cows were not made for people to drink their milk. The fat globules and stuff in the cow's milk is so big, your body can't absorb all of it. But with goat's milk, they're made for a smaller animal, and it's easier to absorb. Some people can drink goat's milk that can't tolerate cow's milk at all. I'm sure you know that part. But their milk is made more for a smaller animal, and we're not, big as a cow. So, we just don't tolerate cow's milk as well. Um, yeah, I just really, I'll have to go to other sources of milk once she dries up for till this spring when she has her babies. But that's the way it goes. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I don't know. I had something else I wanted to videotape, but I may do that later. We'll catch you later. Give me a thumbs up. I don't know if this is interesting, but I just thought I would share a little bit with you. And hopefully, I don't know, I like to sit and watch videos of animals and things when I'm drinking my coffee in the morning. I'll watch other videos or gardens. There's one in particular I just love. She's an older lady. Can't think the name of her channel. Is it Jerry Landers, I think is her name. No, it's Jerry. I can't remember for sure the last name. But she has these quaint little cottage gardens and different types of little gardens around her property. And she makes these neat little furry critters and has tea parties. I mean, I can't make it sound as nice. It's just relaxing to watch her videos, especially. I love her garden and her garden room. She does stenciling. She's an artist. And it's just very relaxing watching. It's very quiet and beautiful. And I love those kind of videos or videos with animals and things when I just want to sit and kind of wake up in the morning or relax in the afternoon. And I think a lot of people most people don't even know my channel exists, but I like to share. I feel so blessed to be able to have my goats and chickens and animals in my gardens, and I just like to share it with you. So anyway, I'll quit yakking on here. This is going to be too long. We'll catch you later. Again, please give me a thumbs up, and we will catch you later.